Just a few notes before we begin. When you click on the video, you will see that the timeline has markers that divide into chapters. If you want to skip ahead or go back, just click on the chapter you would like to review. If you come across slides that need more reading time, pause the video and take your time to carefully go through the content. What matters most here is that you learn at your own pace and with diligence. And if you're using your mobile phone, turn it sideways so you can see a larger image. Module 7, Social Project Design and Management 1. Project Design and Management Definitions. A project is developed to provide support and aid to a cause that improves the lives of communities and beneficiaries. It should be seen by those designing it as a tool to support social, environmental, humanitarian, cultural, or community causes. To ensure its impact, it's important that it's designed based on a thorough assessment of needs of the communities and beneficiaries. Reviewing reports from other projects and conducting field research are essential to make informed and responsible decisions. Maintain active listening. Nothing is more important than hearing directly from the people who need the project to happen and whose lives it aims to improve. At times, interviews may be necessary. Be ready to engage local interpreters if needed, as people often feel more comfortable speaking in their own language. Stay open and genuinely curious about what community members have to share. The project is for the people. At Ação Natureza, reforestation projects were co-designed with local leaders to ensure relevance, acceptance, and sustainability. Beyond providing accurate information on the causes of deforestation, community members are eager to support the organization in carrying out its activities. Designing and managing social projects. Key elements. A strong social project includes clear problem definition, goals aligned with the solution, monitoring and evaluation methodologies, advocacy plan to influence policies or decisions, risk matrix to anticipate challenges, communication and visibility, budget. Designing and managing social projects. Problem and solution trees. You can use several tools to stay focused on measurable concrete goals. One example is the problem tree and the solution tree. The problem tree is a visual, detailed analysis tool that identifies a central problem, its causes, and its effects. It helps reveal cause-effect relationships, root causes, and how problems interconnect. Based on the problem tree, the solution tree is created by turning problems into goals and proposed actions. The first step is selecting a relevant and feasible problem to solve within the project's scope. Practice this method by applying it to issues you anticipate in your project. The tree is built from the top to bottom, but read and interpreted from bottom to top. Project design and management. Step by step for building the problem and solution trees. Follow these steps to build the problem tree and solution tree. 1. Define the problem and context. 2. Identify the core idea behind the problem. 3. Identify cause and effect. 4. Create a cause-effect diagram. 5. Build the problem tree. 6. Define the why behind the cause. 7. Define the general objective, the opposite of the central problem. 8. Define the specific objectives, opposite of the main causes, up to 3. The objectives must be clear, feasible, and consistent with the project's methodology and rationale. Ação Natureza, for example, defined specific objectives such as reforestation, strengthening monitoring, job creation to help people shift from poaching to conservation efforts. Monitoring and evaluation. Complementary processes. At this stage, you already have concrete data on project results. Monitoring is a continuous process that tracks project progress in real time. Evaluation is a critical, reflective analysis of results achieved, identifying lessons learned and areas for improvement. This stage is especially important when launching a new project phase or applying lessons learned to similar initiatives. Logical Framework Approach (LFA), Planning in Phases. Any tool that clarifies project phases is valuable for ensuring quality work. The Logical Framework Approach (LFA) is a structured tool used in planning goal-oriented projects. Using a matrix, the LFA organizes all components of a project: problems, goals, activities, results, and indicators in a coherent, outcome-focused way. Advocacy Plan, Structured and Purpose. Advocacy is the coordinated effort to influence public policy, relevant decisions, and community behavior. In Ação Natureza's case, advocacy focuses on social and environmental issues, addressed both on digital platforms and through meetings, seminars, and public events with partner institutions and government officials. Advocacy is not the same as lobbying. Advocacy is planned mobilization for the collective good, while lobbying is a more targeted and individualized action focused on creating influence. Steps to building an advocacy plan. 1. Analyze the issue. 2. Define the topic and research area. 3. Identify key actors, allies, opponents, and targets. 4. Define short, medium, and long-term goals. Key message. Activities and methods. Indicators. Risks and assumptions. Timeline and responsibilities. Carry out advocacy actions that promote your organization's mission. This builds valuable partnerships and opens doors for future community projects. That concludes our 7th module. We hope this e-learning manual helps you strengthen your organization. Let's move on to Module 8.